Can't see the sweat. Maybe. Definitely can't feel it. And looking through my camera, I can't really see the sweat either. I'm fucking sweaty. My body wanted Jack in the Box. Again. My mind didn't want to make it a habit. I was like walking towards Jack in the Box. Then I did a turn. I was walking towards the market to get peanuts. I did a turn, went back towards Jack in the Box. I said, you know what? I'll thug it out. I'll just buy peanuts. Fuck it. So this is my second pack already. And my pockets, my body wants fucking coffee, but my pockets can't afford it. A second cup of the day. So we'll see how I perform at work. I hope I'm not alone to close the store. But I guess I have to wait and see. I hope I have help. Although when I don't have help, I have an excuse to not really be doing a lot of other shit. I have the weekend off again. Which I don't know, the little system that they have, the schedule maker. I've been having the weekend off, so I'm glad. It's barely Wednesday. I have 3 more shifts till the weekend. My daughter's birthday's on Monday. My sister just told me that my daughter's mom's taking her to San Diego. My daughter really likes Legos, so I can only assume it's either Legoland or SeaWorld. I mean, she's only a kid, so why else would they go to San Diego? Unless she magically has this fucking family in San Diego. Either that or San Diego Zoo. It's only 3 options I could think of, or 4. Why doesn't she be more specific with my sister? I don't know. Beats the fuck out of me. So I have this weekend off. I have a lot of homework, of course, so I'll be doing my homework. There's some good UFC on. Alexa Grasso versus Shevchenko, a rematch. So I could, do that. And then the Raider game, I'm gonna go live for the Raider game. I'm gonna go live for Saturday's UFC. Kind of sucks they don't do no embedded for the UFC. I don't know why. Maybe because it's a girl fight and they're not that popular. So I got some fucking groceries. Hopefully this fuck don't fucking distract me right now. Got tattoos right here. You know, I'm about to say something right now. I went to the market and something occurred. I got into a fucking aggressive bout of words right now with somebody. I was scared, and I'm not fucking this violent person, you know. Maybe naturally I'm aggressive because the shit that happened to me when I was younger, but am I like this cold-hearted, not scared to fight somebody? No, not at all, actually. Probably more scared than anybody, but I have to live with myself. But and even right now, like I see this, you know, like the older drug guys, you have to walk by in the street, like, oh, what's gonna happen when I pass by this guy? Or the people that make living in society like you're walking on eggshells, or you know, people that make just being walking out in the free world like fucking scary. The alcoholics, the drug addicts, the gangbangers, like those fucking the the cretins, you know, the cretins, the people that aren't good for society, you know. Even them, you can't blame them. It's not their fault for who they are, you know. You know, at the lowest, it's not their fault for who they are, but do we have places for those people? Of course, you know. Okay, so let me, I walk into this market, you know, it's the same exact market that's by my neighborhood, you know, just a different location, obviously. And instead of, you know, I decided to go to the 99-cent store. I needed some toothpicks and some fucking mouthwash, which I use peroxide. I got some snacks, you know, to hold me off for my work. Excuse me. And I need a toothpaste. And then I said, fuck it, I need some peanut butter, you know, I need some cereal. And there was no oatmeal. I wanted to get some oatmeal. I needed some sandwich meat, which is right here. And so I walk in, and there's like one way to go in where they make it, people steal shit, you know, so they make it like you have to walk around. They have like a whole wall up. And I've been there before where they wanted me to leave my fucking backpack at the counter, you know? And so I'm already anticipating it, but I walk in, the cash register girl's busy. I walk to the right, and I see this, like, you know, like this 50-year-old fucking, or like mid-40s, like, you know, like old Cholita, little, like, probably like a quote-unquote hood rat when she was like a fucking teenager. And that's another thing when I say it's not people's fault. Like, a lot of the hood rats, or a lot of the girls in the hood that are hoochies, and they're little girls. They're like 14, 15, 16. And as a 33-year-old man, even going to school with these 18-year-old, like some of them look like they could pull for older, you know, like they look like 25. And I'm also realizing a lot of it's the makeup too. That makeup could fool you, you know what I mean? I'll look at a girl like, damn, she looks older. She looks beautiful. Her body looks in shape because she's still young. She has that nice, youthful body to her. She's not all fat and washed up anymore, like yet, you know? And the reason why, and washed up is a definition. It's the way you've defined your life. You choose. There's women 40, 50 that look beautiful because they keep up with themselves. A lot of it is circumstance too, you know? They have kids, you know, they don't have time. But there's always time, you know? And, so I noticed, you know, like, it's not their fault that they were hood rats. So when I say hood rat, I was kind of mad earlier. I was like, how am I going to say this when I record myself talking my fucking shit, you know? And then she's kind of looking at me, but she's kind of working, but she's kind of like not working. The store was kind of slow. It looks like she was stocking shit, you know? She's just making her day. And so I look at her because she's kind of looking at me, but then kind of not. I said, like, are you all right? But she doesn't know what's in my mind, that I already been through it. You guys already told me once about my fucking backpack. But then I've been there like once or twice after, and they didn't say shit about my backpack. So then I'm like, she said, yeah, she was fine. And as I keep walking past her, she's like, well, you gotta leave your backpack over there. But kind of like a passive, like passively telling me, you know? I'm like, oh, I knew you were gonna say that. And I'm not thinking she's judging me, because I have a decent shirt on right now. I have my pants. I have my decent shoes on. Just because I have a backpack and tattoos, I have my fucking French hat on, like a Italian French hat or whatever. I think it's Italian. I have my paperboy hat. And then for some reason, I don't know, like, so, you know, there was only one cash register open. The other ones are blocked off. So I said, you know what? This is number 3 cash register. I'm going to just leave my fucking backpack on the conveyor belt. I guess she walked up to the cash register, and I hear her, but I thought she was telling the cash register girl, who I know. Every time I go, I see her there, so she knows. Right now, she even asked me if I still work at Home Depot. And I think she might have heard what went down in the aisle. So anyway, I left my backpack. I still had my bag when I went to Dollar Tree or the 99-cent store. And so I'm shopping, walking slow, have my little basket, you know. All of a sudden, this short-ass fucking, like, I'm saying he's a brown guy. He had a little accent. You could tell his first language is probably Spanish, you know. He knows good English. He walks past me just with the black shirt. Probably like the manager, but he has no fucking name tag, which you should have a name tag, you dickhead. So he walks by, and like, I'm like, oh, this fucking lame. He's watching me, you know. I guess he said, how are you? But I don't know what the fuck. But he, like, when I responded, he literally gave me all of his attention. Like, I'm like, oh, so you work here? And he's like, yeah. And I'm pretty much like, that's it. Like, he looked at me, like, he gave me his whole attention. I'm like, I look at him like, okay. I don't give a fuck. Like, all right. And then I guess he said, how are you? And I responded like, I don't give a fuck if you work here, like, and like, it's like I like repeated what he said, but he said I didn't say that. I said okay. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't give a fuck if you work here, bro. Like, keep moving. And I was like, so what'd you say? He's like, oh, how are you? I said, oh, my bad. All right, how am I? And then, so it's fucking lame, bro. So I said, all right, like, okay. So anyway, he must have went around. I looked to the right, and now he's like acting like he's on the phone, like looking at the aisle. I said, bro, you don't gotta watch me, bro. What? I'm not watching you. I said, bro, you don't have to fucking watch me. I'm letting you know that. Like, he's like, why? Are you doing something where I have to watch you? I said, no, bro, I'm just telling you, you don't have to watch me. He's like, well, and I can't even understand what the fuck he said, but he said something like, well, like, pretty much the next couple words or the next phrases he was saying, I understood what he meant. He's like, is that the attitude you're gonna have? I said, I can have any fucking attitude I want. I said, you don't own this shit. And he said, yeah, I do. I said, no, you fucking don't. You don't own this shit. I can have any fucking attitude I want. I'm just letting you know, you don't have to fucking watch me. I said, I'm fucking shopping here. I told him, I'm fucking shopping. And again, I'm not stupid. I reflect later. I'm a little stupid to my emotions and I overreact. I looked him in the eye and I told him, like, and I was like shooketh, you know, I was a little fucking after, like feeling a little anxious. And then I walk away to keep shopping, but I kept myself trying to be as calm as possible. You know when like those weird moments happen, it feels kind of cringy and you feel like awkward after when you get in an argument with somebody and everybody's watching after. And so I just kept shopping and I want to pay for my shit. And I thought about it later. It's society. People steal shit all the fucking time, probably have tattoos, probably look clean sometimes and still fucking steal shit. So that was a personal issue between me and him, but it wasn't an isolated issue. It's a society thing, which is the reason why he feels like he has to watch somebody that may look like me. And I also got to take responsibility for getting these fucking tattoos and choosing this physical way of living, you know, and this 30 minutes passes, man. So I hope time goes fast at work, because right now 30 minutes just went by like that. And I hope, I don't know, if you fuckers want to get tattoos, this is what's going to happen. Expect it. You know, especially, I guess, if you have a fucking backpack. But, yeah. So it was like a heated conversation. Like, oh, you're threatening me? I said, no, I could fucking shop here if I want, bro. Like, I don't know. It was just a stupid incident. I don't know. I don't know if I was pissed, but I think that just pissed me off. But it's not, again, at the end of the day, it's not really his fault. It's also not my fault why I am how I am. But is there places for people who hurt other people? Is there places for people who steal? And is there places, yes, it's called jail. Just like there's places for people who want to succeed and work hard. You know, it's called fucking a stable life. It's called achievements. It's called freedom, really. Fuck. Bitch.